What is this? In Book March Madness 2025, we have the #1 seed, Smile, going up against the #8 seed, which is none other than Duel by Erin and Jessica Bagley. Well, we've got to talk. This book is amazing. This graphic novel is possibly one of my all-time favorites. Hi, I'm Connie, and welcome to my channel. This is the Book Nook Librarian. And I have got to weigh in on some Book March Madness details. Mrs. Logan shared the brackets with me, so I'm going to take some time and I'm going to talk a little bit about some of the books. I'm kind of a big fan of the underdog book, and the one that maybe you don't know enough about, and I'm here to help, round out your knowledge and tell you a little bit more about why that book deserves your vote, to kind of elevate it and move it on to championship. So while Smile by Raina Telgemeier is without a doubt a long-time, all-time favorite, I gotta tell you that Duel is something that it's not going to just like sit back on the shelf and pretend that it doesn't exist, because this book is fantastic. Smile has been present and on the bracket like forever, like really. To see it there now in 2025, I'm not surprised, because of course it's an awesome book. I mean, it is the greatest of all time, right? It's the GOAT. And it's just a perfect story. You've got dental drama, which if you're in middle school, probably you have some dental drama of your own. And I mean, what I remember about the book, because it's been a long time, but I remember that our character basically like falls, and as a result of her trip or falling, she like loses or damages severely her 2 front teeth. So that results in a lot of drama and headgear and all the stuff she's got to do in order to kind of like have a like smile again. so hence, Smile for our title. So of course it makes perfect sense. This book has, that's just like the bit that, that's like the tip of the iceberg, because you've also got other things. You've got, unfriendly friends, you've got boys, you've got, an earthquake. I think that's also present. And yeah, there's just a lot happening, and it's awesome. It's absolutely a great book. So of course, in 2025, it will be on the bracket for Book March Madness as well. I completely see that. But Duel by Erin and Jessica Bagley, well, we've got to talk, because #8 seed, this book is amazing. This graphic novel is possibly one of my all-time favorites. First of all, the artwork is phenomenal. I mean, the artwork is absolutely incredible. Erin Bagley does such a great job of capturing the nuances and the dynamics of, sisters and middle school. But most importantly, like, I can't believe the movement, like the sort of movement, the illustrations make you feel like you're like, you better duck, because, that saber is going to just like, it's going to get you. So I just love the artwork. But the artwork isn't just, isn't enough. It can't just stand on artwork alone. And the storyline in this book is unparalleled. It's just so good. So let me tell you a little bit about it. Duel is just this intense sibling rivalry between sisters, Lucy and Gigi, and both are passionate about fencing. It's, set at the backdrop of, middle school, and it explores these incredibly intense themes of family dynamics and of personal growth, and of course, grief. Duel also really stands out for its representation of diverse characters. Narrative alternates between Lucy and Gigi's perspectives. So it offers, readers insight into the struggles, the individual struggles, and the emotional sort of well-being of both characters. Middle school, one's in 6th grade, one is in 8th. She basically takes on her older sister and challenges her to a duel in the lunchroom. And it's not like you're really, I don't want to say you're like picking sides, but what's really cool is you're seeing both sides. One of my favorite aspects of this book, though, is the, way that the author included, these fictional excerpts from a fencing manual at the beginning of each chapter. And it serves as kind of a device, a narrative device, and it's sort of a tribute to their father's influence. And I loved those parts. One of my favorite things too in this book is there's an author's note. And, I always like to say that reading an author's note is like reading a letter that the author wrote to the reader to say exactly what they were thinking, what inspired this book, what inspired them in, telling this story. So the author's note is like she first says what first inspired Duel was my love for the sport of fencing. And so she talks about that, and she talks about the relationship with her sister, and there's pictures like a photo album from their family's photos. And there's even like a cool notebook cover. So, it's just got some really just incredible elements that just make it, a book that you should definitely take a closer look at. Like the whole family should read this book. It's so good. I want this number 8 seed to win. I really, really, really do. It's just so good. Is in it to win it. Thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you in the next video. In the meantime, keep reading. What do you think? Tell me in the comments which one you're going to move forward on your bracket, Smile or Duel.